Hello, welcome to another episode of Chattin Games. Now here we're supposedly playing a Squaresoft game, but it's actually a Capcom game that was partially developed with Squaresoft. And this is the very awesome, very classic Breath of Fire. The original Breath of Fire. Yeah, here we go. Now, I'm not gonna lie, Breath of Fire 2 is probably a better game. But I don't have Breath of Fire 2. So, we're going to play Breath of Fire. Now, luckily, I have a game in this. I believe it is save number 2. Alright. Now, I don't even remember what I was doing in this, but obviously I'm back to one party member. I think this is a little later in the game, obviously. Now, Breath of Fire is obviously very structured like any other RPG of this time. There's an overworld, there's towns. But what made this a little bit different, if I can get into a battle here, is the really cool looking battle screen, which had animated enemies and animated characters, which was kind of different at the time because normally it was more like static, or just your characters would move. That was pretty common in RPGs, but this one had like really cool, great animation, and it had this sort of weird 2.5D sort of like 3D look to it, which is just really like mode 7 or whatever, but which is pretty common on the Super Nintendo. But anyway, so yeah, and you can see like the life bar. It's more like a life bar you might see in like a fighting game, where it's like just an actual bar instead of like numbers. Even though numbers appear, you don't actually see the numbers, and that's kind of cool. It's just really like I don't know. This was always like the hardcore sort of like rock and roll type RPG that I remember it being like. Of course, the music's freaking excellent in these. Breath of Fire 2 had a better soundtrack, I think, but anyway. I just wanted to show this off a little bit. I don't think people appreciate the original Breath of Fire as much as the later one. But this one really started it all. Now, I don't know how the whole thing worked with Square, where, you know, Capcom basically took ownership of this series after the first game, and it was totally just a Capcom series from that point on, which is kind of cool. And it became a lot more like, I guess I gotta get the King's okay to go on this this tunnel, apparently. Or maybe I already did, I don't remember where I'm at. But anyway. Oh yeah, so I already did it. Big deal. So I must have gotten past the part where I started off with this new character. This is Nina. This is the secondary main character. But the normal main character is Ryu. Your main character in almost every Dragon Quest, Breath of Fire game is always named Ryu and Nina. It's just like a tradition that started. Even though they're totally different characters in every single one. That's just the way it happened. It's kind of like in Final Fantasy how certain monsters... Ah, here we go. Yeah. Alright, we got some soldiers. Now we're gonna kick some butt. Are we gonna kick some butt though? I don't know. So another cool thing is your party members all appear on in behind you in this game, which is sort of more like, oh yeah, here we go. What do we got here? Some sort of floating skull head. So that was cool. Anyway, so this is Breath of Fire, the original Breath of Fire. It's not the beginning of the game, obviously. But I just wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of what this was like. And of course, I'm just attacking outright. You know what? Just before we go, let's use some magic. Let's see what the magic effects are like in this. I remember them being kind of cool, because this was a cool game. Yeah. Like I said, this was more like a rock and roll type of game. I don't know, that's what I think of it as. Whoa. Dude. Oh, did I hit auto battle? Oh crap. Yeah, that's another neat thing you can do. You can just hit auto battle and let them go at it, which I thought was kind of neat. It saves a little bit of time when you're fighting, if you don't want to sit there and hit the button over and over again. I thought I was hitting ability, but I guess that's auto battle. Ooh, a treasure box. Treasure boxes are always good in RPGs, unless they have monsters in them. That's always fun. Cure. Yay. Alright. Here we go. So I wanted to use some magic. Fortify, heal. Let's use some cure magic. These guys I'm going to... I guess... You can't use special powers. Damn. Alright. I guess we'll just attack. Well, that was a pretty weak magic spell. I don't have any attack magic spells, obviously. Anyway, Breath of Fire. Really cool game. Has really good sequels in the series. Great series initially from Squaresoft, Capcom, and then just Capcom. Really cool. Try it out. It's a fun game if you got a Super Nintendo and you're looking for something to play on it, and you like RPGs. Anyway, that's all I got today. See you in the next episode.